Hello everyone, and welcome to Backpack Hero. This is gonna be a one video showcase of an upcoming game that I saw over on Twitch. I thought it looked fun, I tried it out, turns out I was right, at least I think it's fun, and I decided to make a video so you guys can maybe get in on it as well. So Backpack Hero is a inventory management game. It's a roguelite, possibly even a roguelike. I'm not too versed in the requirements to be a roguelike, but it definitely has roguelite elements. Today we're going to be looking at the demo that is freely available. There'll be a link in the description. And the objective of the demo, at least, is to make your way through 9 different levels of a dungeon. We'll be fighting monsters, we'll be fighting bosses, we'll be encountering all sorts of different kinds of events, all while we are gathering and hoarding a lot of loot. And it is our objective to somehow fit all this loot into our backpack in a way that most items will benefit from most items. You'll definitely get to see what I'm talking about once we get going here. The game is developed by a collaboration of what I believe is 4 people. You can, as I said, there'll be a link in the description to their webpage where the demo is over on itch.io. There'll also be a link on that page to their Kickstarter that is currently live at the moment of this video going out, and the Kickstarter will be active until May 7th, so if this is something you like to see and want to support, I highly encourage you to check out the Kickstarter. I'm not going to go into too many details of what the developers are actually promising, because it'll all be available for you on the Kickstarter page, but I will at least say that they are planning a Steam release in April 2023. So it is a bit away, and again, as with everything Kickstarter, take it with a grain of salt. It might be before, it might be after. You never know. There's all sorts of hiccups that can occur. Before we get started, though, I just want to mention that I am by no means sponsored by the developers. I just found the game. I thought it looked great, and I wanted to showcase the game on my channel. And I think with all that out of the way, let's just get into the game. At the moment it is a browser game, so it's you don't need to install anything. You just this is sort of the screen you start with. This is not going to be here until you, I think, fail your first run or finish it. So we're just going to start from the beginning here. So welcome to the dungeon. You must conquer the dungeon by delving deep to the center to discover the ancient cheeses hidden there. We are a mouse, by the way. You are armed only with your magic backpack. I am ready. You head into the dungeon, knowing very few make it back alive. Okay. This is the map. Up here, we can not switch to our backpack at the moment, because we are still in the tutorial. But as we can see, this is the map. These are randomly generated with random events, monsters, etc, etc. I think for now, this the first tutorial map here is pretty straightforward and always the same. So we're just gonna click on this chest. There's our backpack. It is at the moment very small. We are gonna click this. This is a chest. These items are always the same. We need to add all these items to your backpack. While holding an item, you can press right mouse or arrow keys to rotate it. This is gonna be very important later on. There's not too much with these items. We can see here we have a wooden sword. On use, it deals 7 damage. Up in the right hand corner there we can see that it costs 1. And that icon is the icon for energy. We can see right here we have 0 right now, but that's because we are not in combat. So we are just gonna plunk that right in there. We have a shield as well. On use, adds 7 block. Again, it costs 1 energy. Then we have a meal. It's a consumable. It costs 0 to activate. It has 2 uses, and on use it adds 2 energy. And when it's out of uses, the item gets destroyed. So at the moment we don't have any synergy between our items, but that's most likely gonna change as we get going here. So now we can now we can freely switch between the inventory and our map. It's important to know that unless you otherwise activate something that allows you to reorganize your inventory is locked in combat. So whatever you need to do before you enter combat with your inventory, you need to do it beforehand. This is the first battle. In combat, you click items to use them. You must defeat all enemies to continue. These are all the enemies that we are facing. The little white square around it, that is currently indicating which enemy we are attacking. You can choose freely, if there are several enemies, which one you want to attack. But for now, there's just the one. We can see we have 3 energy, we have 40 health. Up here, we can see what the enemy is intend on doing. He's intending to add 15 block, which means he's not actually attacking us this turn. So, at the moment there is no items grayed out, because all of these are actually usable items. So we can either block if we wish so, or we can attack, or we can use this if we want to get more energy. At the moment there's no reason to block, so we're just gonna attack. If for some reason we didn't have anything, we can also scratch. Costs 1 energy for 3 damage. This is always available to you. Or we can reorganize. It costs 3 energy to reorganize, and basically allows you to reorganize your entire inventory until you're satisfied. There will sometimes be a reason to do this, especially if you are playing with curses. You need to be able to put them in your inventory, and you're not allowed to reorganize. But we'll probably see some later on, and if you can't fit them, you'll take damage. Also, sometimes there'll be up here in the corner, there'll be like an incentive for you to reorganize, and you'll get different items. These items are completely random. Some of it is crap for you, some of it is great. Maybe you can't because you're getting attacked, but we'll all get to see it later on. For now, let's just attack, and as we know, he's just blocking, so there's no reason for ourselves to block. Okay, he's now attacking for 8. We can see that he has 15 block. Our wooden sword deals 7 damage, which means if we want to do any damage to him, we need to use all 3 energy to attack, meaning that we take 8 damage. There's no real reason for that. So let's just add some block, so we don't take any damage. No reason to use the last bit, because we can't hurt him anyway. Now we can just go ahead and kill him. Up here we have our experience counter. We are on floor 0. We have 6 out of 5 experience, which means we level up. So now we get to add spots to spaces to our backpack. This is the only sort of level up system that is in the game at the moment. You don't get any stats, you don't get strength, dex, more health, etc, or anything else. All you get is more space in your backpack, which is not nothing. So we are just gonna go ahead and add 4 spaces. At the moment, there is not too much, or with this setup anyway, there's not any, from what I know anyway, any tactical advantage to choosing any over the other. There might be later on, and for some builds also very much in the beginning. But right now, for us, not so much. We're just gonna add four spaces here. This backpack does get bigger, but I don't believe the actual visual backpack here gets bigger. But in either case, we now have 4 spots. And after every battle, you get items. You get tons of loot. You always get 7 pieces of equipment, and it's always random. You also sometimes get a mana stone, and you get gold. And gold is used for a variety of different things. Purchasing in stores, for instance, or buying upgrades, random upgrades in events. All sorts of different things. You are allowed to grab 3 items, as it says up here, not counting gold and mana stones. It is between these items down here. We actually get a weapon, a fishing hook, right off the bat. It costs 2 energy though. If you look at the top left corner of the item description here, you can see there are these little squares. 3 squares on this one. There is 1 here. This is what tiles it's going to take up in your inventory. So for instance, if you remove this, you can see that this one is taking up these 3 spots. This costs 2 energy. I don't think we can really afford that at the moment. Can be used 1 time each turn. This is a free item. Oh, free use item, and it deals 5 damage. This is very nice. It does, however, get a major debuff when armor is present. anywhere in your inventory. At the moment we don't have any armor, we only have shield, so that's actually not a bad item to get. It's 3 damage every turn. Then there's a lucky ring. It adds luck. I think it just means you have a higher chance of getting better items. I'm not too sure how much it helps or how much it doesn't help. I usually grab a couple if I can. And then there's a whole bunch of these consumables or one-use weapons. They are usually free to use. This one as well. Dart deals 10 damage to all enemies. It's a one-time use. It's free. So there's really, if you have the space, there's no reason not to grab these. They'll always be helpful in one way or another. This adds slow to all enemies and weak. Slow, I believe, has something to do with block. They get less block. I'm not actually sure. Weak definitely makes it so that they deal 1 less damage per week. This deals 12 damage to all enemies, so already, I mean, with one of these we can do a lot of damage early on here. We are not allowed to take any more, so we're gonna finish choosing, and then we're gonna continue down to the first floor, technically. Now we go to the crypts. So this is where it starts to get randomized. This is usually different from time to time, or every run. I don't know if it's like 100% random every time, or there's like a specific set amount of different variations, especially here in the demo. But for now, at least, I've noticed that some of the map layouts can be the same, but I don't keep track of it if everything here is exactly the same. You'll see that this one is moving. That means this is what we have access to. So at the moment, everything else is blocked by this one. So we're just gonna go into the same battle, or to the first battle here. We can see that the B is gonna add a curse to our inventory. This is an issue because we have a full inventory, meaning that if this guy gets to react, we are gonna have to take some damage because we can't accept the curse. Curses can do a variety of different things. Sometimes they do nothing, sometimes they add debuffs to you, sometimes they add buffs to the enemy. Sometimes you can get rid of them by using them, either free at the cost of a major buff to your enemies or a debuff to yourself. Sometimes it's removed at the end of battle, sometimes at the end of your turn. There's a whole variety of different items. I think we're gonna go ahead and use the poison, or not the poison, the potion. And we can actually go ahead and, for free, kill this guy. So why not? We can even kill it in the first turn here. Excellent. And that is how good consumables are. And we actually leveled up again. That's excellent. 4 more spaces. In the beginning you level up pretty quickly, you get a lot of spaces. As the game goes on, you level up slower, obviously, and you get less and less spaces for each level. I think only the first 2 levels you get 2 spaces. Otherwise you get 3 and down to 2 and then down to the last bit. Let's see what we get. Ooh, we get another one actually. That's not bad. Let's grab that one. We get a key. They are used to open doors that we don't have here. Doors will never block your progress. But there can be valuables behind them. There could be like a healer, there could be stores, there can be chests. We are gonna go ahead and grab one, and let's see, we do like the acidic potion. There's also armor. And this is where armor is one of the things where it really comes into consideration where you place your stuff. For this one, adjacent clothings get +1 block, so obviously already you want it to be next to your armor pieces. Helmets to the right get 1 more block, or -1 block, excuse me. So say we had these 2 helmets, we can actually remove this. We can grab these 2 because it hatchet -4. Yeah. Okay. So now we can also see actually this deals 1 damage. Base is 5, but because there's armor present, it's -4. So we can see that helmets to the right get -1 block, which means this one now adds 0 block, as we can see. Base of 1, other helmet -1, position -1. So these are all sorts of decisions that you need to figure out when you play. They have all these things have different variables to them. You can see this one as well at the bottom. This item gets -2 block for each space above this. So obviously you want this up here. Suddenly this one is adding 2 block instead of nothing. I don't think we're gonna go for anything of this yet. I think we're actually okay with no armor. We definitely want some armor at some point soon as well, which means we're probably gonna be dumping the hatchets. But for now we actually deal quite a bit of damage. I think this is worth it over an extra energy for the frothy drink. This is a ring that is, you can see up in the right corner, that this actually costs mana. It adds 4 block at each use, and mana stones is something I haven't really played with yet at all. There's wands as well, and archery. Archery I've played with, but not as much magic yet. A little bit, but not much. You can also see that this item is conductive. That means that, let's say this gave plus 10% weapon damage. And I placed it up here, or to adjacent weapons. I placed it up here. There is no adjacent weapons. If I had an item here that is conductive as well, that means that the bonus from this goes through conducted items and thus would actually give the bonus to this hatchet down here, since it's now adjacent to a conductive item that is in connection with this one. I hope that made sense. We'll probably get to play with it a little later on here. Let's continue up here. There's a random event. Might as well. We can actually do the same as in the last battle, because why not? Easy life. We actually get another shield. And this takes up only 2 spaces instead of 4 and even adds more blocks, so why not? And this adds health and energy. We might as well grab it. So now the choice could be between another lucky ring to try and increase our odds to get better items. It could be this one and adds 5 max HP, which is not bad. Or it could be one of these weapons. We actually have a wand, if I can hover over it. Adds 1 regen to self. So regen basically does what you would think it does. It regenerates your life. Costs 1 mana. But I think we're gonna go ahead and grab the club here because it adds slow to the enemy. There's also this one, a machete. On use, deal 3 damage to all enemies. This item gets all modifiers multiplied by 50%. Because it's an AoE weapon, it gets less bonuses from everything, but I think we're gonna go ahead and get the spiky club here. It's not a huge upgrade, but space-wise it takes less space. I don't know how much we care about the slow, but maybe in the future we will. Okay, we can't take anything else, so let's just go on. Let's see what we get here. Oh, it's, what is this? Buy a fish. We only have the 6 gold, and we actually don't want to buy a fish. So we're gonna skip. It's important to note though that these events that you encounter, as soon as you're here, that's the only chance you're gonna get to interact with it. Except for a door, if you don't open it. The door will still be there. But anything else, you will see that we are not gonna be able to visit this guy. Even if we say no, he'll be gone. That's it. You get 1 chance. Okay, let's see here. 7 damage. Luckily, we have a shield that adds 8 block. But since we have so much damage, let's see if we can't outright kill it. Maybe. Yeah, we can actually. So might as well. No reason to block since we can just kill it. This guy is gonna add 6 regeneration to himself. Since we could kill the other one, he's not gonna be able to use it, so we're just gonna kill it. This is an okay strong start, I would say. Ooh, we have all sorts of different new items here. What is this? When attacked, adds 1 haste to self. Haste adds more block every time you block. So say we have 2 haste. This thing is gonna add 8 block, but now it's gonna add 10 because we have 2 haste. This is not bad at all. Deals 2 vampirism. So this is a weapon. It costs 1 to activate. It deals 2 damage, and that damage is leech damage or vampirism in this game, which means we're gonna heal for 2. Now 2 is not a lot of damage, but it might become quite awesome in the future. I've never used it, so why don't we hang on to it? We have the space right now. Another hatchet. We can become quite wild with the hatchets, to be honest. And I think we might as well grab it. I mean, this is 15 free damage every turn. There's a fish. This one is used to heal ourselves. We don't need that. We can grab this one, because why not? We could grab this one. Okay, let's grab this one. At the moment, I don't think we're going to be using it that much because we do so much damage, so we're not actually going to get attacked. But maybe for the future we might want it. Let's see, this is a healer. And I know that she offers different services. She can heal us. She can give us max health. Or she can remove all curses. But for now, we don't really have any need for either of these other than the max health. So let's just get the max health. Again, she'll be gone, so that's it. Even if we said no, she would have been gone. Let's see here. Okay, I don't think we're gonna be able to kill this guy in this turn. No, definitely not. So let's hit him twice and then add a block. That's exactly what damage he's doing, so that's great. Oh, here is I don't know if it popped up earlier. I so rarely notice these, but here actually is an item offer. Reorganize now to claim this item. So if we use 3 energy to reorganize our inventory, we actually get to grab this item if we want it. Since he is gonna block at the moment, it's a safe turn to do this if we wanted it. It deals 7 damage, and this item gets +1 damage this turn. So the more we use this every turn, it does more damage. +1 damage is not a lot, and we only have 3 energy, so at the max it deals 7, 8, then 9 damage, then it's reset, unless we have ways to get more energy, such as the meal. It's not necessarily a bad item, actually. Sure, let's. I'll show it how it works. So we are gonna reorganize, and now we get to do whatever we want with our inventory. Let's grab this one, and whenever you're done, you just click finish, and that's the turn. That's another one. If we wanted a fish, but obviously right now he's attacking, so we're gonna say no, thank you, and we don't need the fish in either case. Yoinks. Okay. Ooh, level up. Very nice. 3 spaces. Not gonna say no to that. Okay, let's see what we get here. We do get a poison potion. Adds 6 poison to all enemies. That is not bad. Do get a wizard cap. Helmets to the right get -1 block. This item is conductive. Each turn adds -1 energy. Adds 4 mana to connected mana stones. Ah, it takes energy. Okay. I don't know if I had missed some coins, because I actually used them all. This is a Rose of Thorns, so each turn it adds 1 spikes to self. Spikes makes it so that enemies attacking us actually take damage, which is not bad. I don't think we are quite there yet where we need to take armor, so we're just gonna ignore this still, and we're gonna grab a fish and a potion. The fish adds 4 regen to self, or regeneration. But we might as well grab this because it's 6 free damage. Okay, let's see here. I know I've been talking a lot, but if you've been able to listen to the music, it is also an awesome soundtrack, if you ask me. Something like that. I mean, let's just get rid of this. We're not gonna use it anyway. You're not gonna take any damage anyway for a while, I feel. Do that. I don't think we would be able to kill it. No. Oh, we got attacked, so we got some haste. Okay, a couple of different items here. We got a dodge potion, 2 uses, adds 1 dodge to self. Dodge is basically just exactly what it is. The next attack, you completely ignore it. So it doesn't matter if you would have taken 1 damage or 70, you dodge it. This balloon or bubble here is actually quite nice. It adds regeneration, haste, and energy. So we're definitely gonna go ahead and grab that. This item says, as at the top here, you can see that it floats. It means that if I put it here, it goes to the top. There'll be items as well that are heavy. We actually saw one in the previous battle. I just forgot to mention it, and they will do the exact opposite and go to the bottom. Tasty fly. This rats don't eat flies. So, oh yeah, rat. Okay, I haven't been able to find a use for this yet, so I'm actually not gonna spoil anything. In case you want to find out on your own, we're gonna grab this one as well. These are another item like the hatchet, free to use. It deals 2 damage, can be used once every turn. Obviously, at the moment, these are better. But if we were to get armor, these would be way better. And you might think 2 damage is very low, but there's tons of items in this game that can add damage to weapons in a row, for instance, or in a column. So suddenly you have a couple of these, and suddenly they do 7, 8, maybe 10 damage every time you use them. Then it starts to add up because it's free damage. And I think we're good to go on that. Let's check the event. Ah, okay, we got a matching game. Okay, let's see what we can find. What is that? Adjacent and diagonal weapons get +2 damage this combat. Okay. Cost mana, not bad. Okay, so if we wanted the Ring of Doom, we could actually grab it. Scimitar. For each adjacent item or diagonal item destroyed, this item gets +1 damage this combat. I don't think we actually want that. Do we want the Ring of Doom though? I can actually see my... I can leave. Can actually see my inventory. Do we want the Ring of Doom? Let's see what else he has, because we don't have any mana capabilities at all at the moment. This is a curse. Since we don't know what's here, we actually don't want to randomly click it. Again, we don't know what's there, so let's just... There's a wand as well, if I can get to hover over it. Deals 1 damage. This item gets +1 damage for each connected mana stone. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like there was anything interesting here for us anyway. That's fine. Let's continue on to the next floor. Let's see what we get. Okay. So we have a couple of chests, which is very nice. We actually have a door up here that requires a key. And behind it we can find a chest. But let's start with the first battle. Oh, this is one of those that attacks a lot. That is okay. Let's see here. And again, no reason not to use our items since we get a lot of them every turn, so might as well. Here we have a double halberd. It deals 4 damage to all enemies. But if it's next to another weapon, then it gets -3 damage to all enemies. I've never actually played with these. 4 damage is very low, but as I said, I've had other weapons. I've gone through an entire run, I believe, with just a club. That's 7 damage, but there's tons of way to boost your weapons. So that's definitely not out of the question to get through the game with one of those. So yeah, this is a liquid armor. Adds 25 block, which is a lot of block. You know, let's just to be on the safe side, let's grab that. We're not gonna grab the flower. It adds haste and weak to ourselves. Let's just go on. with another battle. Ooh, a big battle. Okay. See how we do here. We can kill the first one, and then we can add some armor. Should be okay now. And since we know we can kill them in one turn, we can just go all out on this guy. Go. Level up. Very nice. We need the space. We always need space in this game. Okay, now we start to get some armor. Now might be the time where we switch. Adjacent and diagonal helmets, gloves, and footwear get +1 block each turn at 5 block. It is a lot of damage that we're gonna say goodbye to. That's 15 free damage, but we're gonna be a lot more defensive, and that's something we want probably pretty soon, to be honest. So I say we grab it. I say we grab it. You need to be on the top somewhere, so let's do something like that. We also have an arrow. This is not something we can use at the moment since we don't have a bow, but that's one of the options you can do. When you finish your first run, you get sort of... I don't know if you are familiar with Slay the Spire, but if you get far enough in Slay the Spire, you get some options in the beginning. It's the same here, and I don't think it's I don't know if you have to get far enough, by the way, but you get some options in the beginning, where one of them is to become an archer. We're gonna grab this one as well. This adds 2 energy, but removes 5 HP. And we're gonna grab the dodge potion, because why not? So now, every turn, we get 5 block for free. And this is something we can build on later on. I'm a little bit sad to say goodbye to so much damage, but that's how it is. And we're trying it out. Oh, well, speaking of bows, there we go. It's actually a pretty nice bow. Arrows to the right get +1 damage, and arrows to the right get used. So, you have a bow. Say you have it here. You have 3 arrows. You have one here, you have one here, and you have one here. Whenever you use the bow, all 3 arrows get shot. There's all sorts of different arrows. Poison, AoE, damage. All of them get used. Let's see what we have here. We actually have a glitched potion, creates any item. So, I mean, fun times. Let's get rid of this. It takes up too much space. We actually have a helmet. Let's see if we can't organize this in a better way. Because now we can... these guys benefit from each other. So this now adds 6 block. Because this one adds... adjacent clothing get 1 block, and this one gives +1 block to the helmet as well. So now, suddenly, instead of 5, we get 9 block. This one adds 3 every turn, and this one adds 6 every turn. Something like that, yes. Let's check out the event. Oh, one of these. Okay. Ooh, we actually have some nice items here to choose from. This one is amazing. It's a mace. Costs 2 energy though. Deals 16 damage, and that's 2 slow and weak to the enemy. And we have an amethyst. Weapons in this row get +2 damage. This would be a nice thing to get. There's always a curse though in these wheels. But you know, we have a free spin. It's a showcase. Let's try it. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Oh, it's wiggling. I don't know if it's because the game is bugged or it's because it's just teasing us to say, "Ooh, this might be what you get," but anytime now, game. Oh, nice. That's actually not bad. We can spin again, but it's gonna cost us gold every time now. That is a nice get. That is a nice get. Let's get rid of this one and let's add this one. This is a nice get. It means we need to use the blade for now, because this costs 2 and we have an odd number of energy. That was actually a nice spin. That was a nice spin. Let's see here. Okay. See, 9 block. We don't even have to worry about block for now. We're just gonna whack. We might as well use this. Let's see what we get. Okay, double halberd. Not really something we need, so we'll just ignore it. Oink. Yep. Oink. Okay. Let's use this one, because why not? Means we can ignore her, because she's gonna die to poison this turn. We can just whack you. You're doing 6 damage and we have 9 blocks, so again, we can just completely ignore it. There's actually very little reason not to attack, but it's fine. Yoink. Do we want a key? Nah, we have one. We'll be okay. There's another ruby. Adjacent weapon get +4 damage. That is not bad. And this is actually a perfect time to see if we can get both of these to be adjacent, and which we can. So now both of these actually get +4 damage. So suddenly, you know, this one is dealing 4 damage. It's important to note that there are still only 2 of them are vampirism. But this one, for instance, had we had some of the small little shifts we saw earlier, we could have put one here, put one here. Suddenly, instead of them dealing 2 damage, they would deal 6. That's 12 free damage every turn. That's not nothing. That was a great pickup. Do see another bow. Do see 2 other bows. I think we're okay. We can grab this one just because we can. Let's see. Okay, you are definitely a priority because you are adding a curse. We do not like curses. Luckily, we are dealing 20 damage and we have a cool drink to add 1 energy. So we can actually kill it. Nice. And might as well do 6 free damage. Doink. Throw the mug at him. Why not? Very nice, very nice. Okay. Nothing interesting really. This one is a dagger. Can be used 1 time each turn. Deals 8 damage and adds 2 poison to the enemy. You know what? Since we have this one, I mean, it's good damage for 1 energy. It's good damage for 1 energy. At least in the beginning. At least in the beginning. Do we want... No, I think we are okay. This is a spike helmet, so it primarily adds spikes to ourselves every turn, but... Which is, you know, not bad if you're making a spike build, but we are not. I've actually never tried it. Okay, we have a key, so might as well use it. There was another locked door that we also can go for if we manage to get another key. Let's see what we get. Always get 4 items. There's another piece of armor. This doesn't add as much though, but it gives more to adjacent armor. And it gives damage to adjacent weapons as well, actually. But I think we are okay for now with what we have. Let's get the frothy drink, just for the extra energy in some turn. Let's grab the event, actually. See what we have. What are you? You're selling fish? No, we're not interested. We have a full inventory as well. We haven't actually seen a shop yet. I'm quite surprised at that. Okay. Let's see what we have here. You're doing 13 damage. Now you're dealing 11. I think if we do manage to drink one of our frothy drinks, you'll do 9 because you're weakened. Yep. And we can throw that at you. Yoinks. Nice. Okay, this adds 6 poison. Oh, that's actually a cleaver here. These are also very nice. They have this one is one of the cleavers that actually have a benefit from other or can synergize. Diagonal cleavers get used as well, which means every time you use this one, you get a free use of any diagonal cleaver you have, which again can turn into a lot of damage. We are just gonna continue here. Nothing of that looked particularly interesting. I apologize if you were looking for me to showcase every single item, but I wasn't actually planning on. I was planning to showcase the game, but also give you something to want to explore for yourself, so you don't know everything. I don't know everything in either case. So let's throw this. We don't need it. Whack you and whack you. See, we have a whetstone. There's a whole variety of different ones here. Creates a curse. And when used, selected adjacent weapons get plus 125 bonus damage this combat. This is an amazing whetstone. You definitely have to be able to deal with the curses, but it is an amazing damage boost. Of course, I'm gonna showcase it. So let's do that. Vampiric Axe deals 10 vampirism, but adds 3 poison to self. So this is great axe, but it could be very dangerous. We're not gonna grab it. I think we're happy with the setup we sort of have. So let's do... Yeah, I think we're okay. We have a decent amount of variety of items. Do we have a key? No. So we can't do anything about this. We just have to continue on. And every third floor is a boss floor. So we get to see the first boss now. And it is a bee. And she's gonna summon an ally here on the first turn, which is completely fine with me. We are gonna do this one. So we can see that for now it does 20 damage. We're gonna use it, and we're gonna click on that one. Yoinks. We get a curse. This is the first one we see. This is a medium curse. It takes up 2 spaces. Each turn, it adds 1 spike to all enemies. On use, it costs nothing. 10 spikes. It adds 10 spikes to all enemies, and this item gets destroyed. So this is one of the examples I was talking about. It's free to get rid of it, but it has a downside if we get rid of it. It's only 4 damage. We're just gonna skip it. Doesn't really matter. And this is one of the things I would like to see changed, because at the moment we are actually still using this whetstone, and I can't tell you the amount of times I've clicked to use a weapon only to actually create another curse. So we're gonna click on it, so we're not using it. But we can see that right now we are dealing 45 damage, which is, yeah. You know what? We could one-shot it if we eat our disgusting food, but you know, we're fine. We're fine. Let's just take it easy here. We're gonna kill her, of course. Can we kill one of these? Can, if we do the poison potion. Weak. Yeah. I actually didn't have to use the poison potion, I think. Yes, I did. Okay. We're gonna take 1 damage, that's absolutely fine. Because we can heal it. Weak. Weak. There we go. Level up as well. Very nice. 3 spaces. Let's grab something like this. And now we get a boss item. We only get to choose one of these, and let me tell you, you want to read the description with these things, because they have ruined runs for me because I don't read it. Or I don't understand it. Okay, all shields get this effect applied. On use, this item gets plus 2 spikes to self this turn. Okay, this is not something... We don't use shields often, so this is not really that great for us. All weapons get this effect applied. On use, this item gets -1 damage permanently. All weapons get plus 200 damage. Okay. I've never played with this one. I don't dare. It seems like it's something that you put a... There's a timer on all your weapons, right? At some point they're gonna deal 0 damage, but I don't know how it works. It might take a long time, because plus 200% of weapon damage is amazing. We're gonna grab this one. When an adjacent or diagonal armor or shield is present, this item gets disabled. But all weapons get plus 6 damage. So we're gonna grab that. Yoinkers. Now we are suddenly dealing 26 damage here, 18 damage here, 10 damage here, 12 damage here. So again, with the shifts, for instance, suddenly they would be dealing 2 plus 4 plus 6. It's a lot of free damage. And we're gonna continue. Oh, actually we have a goodie bag. Oh, and there we go. We're gonna grab that, of course, because that's free. Ring of Doom. We considered it earlier. We don't really have any mana, so we're not gonna do anything about it. But we can see here this shift deals 12 damage. It's just nutty. And You can see there are actually 2 exits here, so they lead to do 2 different things. We don't have a key, I believe. No, and in either case, I didn't want to spoil this. This was actually added recently. So we're just gonna go down here. Deep caves, 1 of 3. Let's go. First battle. Let's see. Oh, it's a couple of you guys. Okay. So there's something wrong here. Yeah, that's what I talked about. We need to get rid of this shield somehow, because our main weapon is disabled. Luckily, we have some pretty decent weapons, so we should be okay. But this is exactly one of the things I'm talking about. That if you don't read and understand it, it's gonna get a bit iffy. But we are gonna go ahead and be just fine with our other weapons, I believe. We will use this. Can we kill this guy in this turn? I don't actually think so. Well, maybe actually. Yeah. We will take 1 damage from you, but I think that's completely fine. That's completely fine. Okay. We might want to do this just to make sure that we are okay. Heal up and call that a good day. No, a bronze breastplate actually. Adjacent and diagonal helmets and footwear get +2 block. Adjacent weapons get +1 damage. That's 5 block. Okay, base is 2. Okay, this is one of the things that benefits more of having a lot of different kinds of armor. I don't think we're gonna take this. Let's just get you out of here. Okay, and while we're here, let's reorganize our inventory, because we don't want you... What does it actually say? Armor or shield? Okay, so it's armor or shield. Okay, we need to reorganize here, because, yeah, let's do something like this. Keep you nice and snug down there in the corner. So now everything should be good. You are not armor, no, you are an accessory, so you shouldn't be a problem. Armor or shield? Yes. So now we should be good. Oh, there's another piece of armor, actually. For each space to the left. We're gonna have it over here, so there's not gonna be a lot of places to the left. Unless we want to move it over here. But then we need to move this around. Okay, let's see if we can't do that. This is what the game is about. Moving around. Let's see here. So, So you are now adding 2 block. This is not amazing, but you're adding 2 extra block. So 3 plus 2 plus 6. We're getting 11 block. That's okay. Okay, we do want something like this over here. Get rid of you. Actually, we want something like this, I think, so you can... Yep. I think this is fine. There is no adjacent armor or anything. We can keep this. There will be, unless we do it like this. Okay. Alright. I thought I had a spot. No, I grabbed the gloves. That's right, I grabbed the gloves. I don't think it was actually worth it, but we have them for now, and that's nothing, I guess. Let's get rid of this one and grab the key, and let's get a move on before we all fall asleep. Gain 5 max health. Okay. You're dealing 9 damage, so we don't really have to worry about it. We can just whack. and we can whack, and we can whack. And we're dealing a lot of damage every turn, to be honest. It would have been great to get another energy so we can use this twice, but that's okay. Ooh, a dagger. Lucky dagger. On kill, gets great luck. Okay. Well, that's better than this one, but now the question becomes if we want... Well, that's a lot of disgusting food up there. If we want 2 daggers instead of, you know, one of these other ones. You don't get a bonus there, right? No. You know what? I think we'll... I think we'll do this. I don't think we... I think we're okay. Not having this one. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We can grab some disgusting food. Actually, let's grab this one instead. Yeah, let's grab that one and let's finish. Doo-doo-doo. Gonna go on here. Ooh, a couple of you guys. Okay. And this is a good time to get a kill on this one, right? Yeah. Wink. That's great luck. Excellent. Let's wink. Suck some life out of you. And you are definitely gonna die here. Let's add more great luck. Oh wow, what is this? Ninja costume. Each turn, add 1 dodge to self. Wow. Removes 100% of all block on self. Wow. That's scary. I don't think we have the build for that right now. That would be fun to try though, but I don't think we have the build for it right now. If we remove this, we would have to remove that. You would give us another 4 block, which is actually not bad. What do you do? Hands in this column gets plus... wands. Sorry. Each turn adds 0 block. Each space below this adds a half block. Okay. Right now we get 2 from this one. We would, with this one, get 2. Okay. Yeah. Because of the other helmet, it doesn't... So I guess the question is if we want 4 block every turn or the ability to add 8 block. I guess it doesn't necessarily mean we can't grab both. Let's get rid of this one and let's get rid of the disgusting food. Yeah, something like that. I think, yeah, we are decently close to being able to get more space. Keep the disgusting food instead. Okay. Do the event. Do we have a key? We do have a key. Care to do a trade? Get a rarer item of this. Get a rarer item of the same type. Okay. Sure. Let's get some other gloves. Why not? Oh, okay. Well, I might as well get the dodge then, I guess. I mean, a free dodge is a free dodge. Okay, that's not what I expected, but that's fine. We had the key, right? Yes, let's go up here, get more max health. It was a healer, right? Yep. Max health, let's go. Deep Caves part 2 of 3. Let's see what we get here. We get some battles. Okay. Ooh, what are you? You are a bat. Okay. Poisoned. Okay. Well, we don't like you, that's for sure. And you're out of here. I don't think we can do anything to kill this guy in the first turn here. So we're actually just gonna... I think we're just gonna take it more or less easy. That's fine, that's fine. What is that? Will attack 26 damage, will heal for any unblocked damage. Okay. 26 though, that is not nothing. And it doesn't look like we can kill him this turn. No, so let's... Okay, he's gonna heal a bit, that's okay. Or do we... No, you know what? It's a lot of damage we're taking as well with the poison, so let's get him out of here. Okay, we do get another fly. There is a guppy, might as well, for an extra energy. It's free anyway. And another dodge potion. I don't think we particularly need it, but we have the space, so might as well. Yeah, we did lose some health, so might as well grab it. We don't have a key, right? No, no key. Which means we're gonna continue here. We're finally gonna get us to see a shop. Okay. Lots of people here. If we can't get you down, we should be able to. Okay, we still have... something to do. We can do that. We can't kill it. That's okay. Let's actually use one of our dodge potions. We didn't have to do that. I think we did actually, if we didn't want to take damage because of the way these guys are attacking. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's just go. Now we should be in the green here. Oh, it's just a lot of enemies right off the bat. 12. Should be fine. Yep. Level up. Nice. 3 more spaces. We need the space. See what we get. We get another glove. For each space to the right. Now we can move everything around again. I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna grab this one. And this one is a great item. It's seasoning. So on use, it adds 10 HP. But the good thing about it is that adjacent and diagonal consumables gets plus 5 healing. It is a great item. So every time we use an item that is next to this one, we get 5 health, which is great. Especially for this one, for instance, because now it just adds 2 energy. Warm drink. Let's do this. And let's check the shop. So again, 9 random items you can buy it. You can check the price by hovering over. This one costs 6. Sometimes there'll be items on sales. I don't actually know if there always will be, but this one is on sale. Another ninja costume. Okay. Is this where we... I can't afford it anyway, so... Unless I get a lot of money for all this, because otherwise it might be the time when we switch out, but no. We are not going to be buying anything of this. That is absolutely fine. Still don't have a key. Nope. Badly it is then. Okay, this guy is annoying if I remember right. Yeah, adds 1 spikes to self. That's okay. Let's see if we can't kill this guy outright. That would be great. I think... Can we kill it? 10... 22... Yeah, just about actually, I think. Yep. That's excellent. Okay, we'll be dodging his attack. Which is great. Okay, you're doing 18 damage, which means we might want to do this just so we can block everything. He does have spikes, which we want to keep in mind. This should bring us to 18, so that'll be fine. And we definitely should be able to kill him this time. There we go. What is this? Star potion. Create something really good or a horrible curse. No, I don't think we want that. We do want this one though. This is a nice potion. That's slow and weak. And it heals us because it's next to the seasoning. Let's check out the healer before we continue on. And since this is the final floor of this part of the dungeon, we're going to be facing a boss. See how that goes. Okay, 22 damage. We can ignore it. Oh, you're doing a lot of spikes. Each compound. Okay, it's not something it adds every turn, but it should slowly wear away. There's a lot of damage right here in the beginning. But that is all right. Let's do this. Because why not? We should probably have added a curse actually to this one before we started, but we can still do it. Let's do it. So for next turn it should be fine. Yeah, we're just gonna take the damage. That's completely fine. Let's. Do we want to shift? Yeah, we'll take 1 damage. That's absolutely fine. Okay, you're dealing 4 damage, that's not a lot. And we're dealing 58 every time. Yoinks. Let's do this, get a bit of our health back. It's gonna hit us for 2, that's okay. Let's just leave it at that. He still has his spikes on, but that's okay. I wonder if I just took 2 there. That's okay. Maybe it actually hits twice, thus I get hit twice for the spikes. Let's check. No, I did not. Okay. There we go. We get another one. Let's see. All shields get this effect applied. On use, adjacent weapons get used. Okay. All shields get this effect applied. On use, adjacent weapons gets -1 damage this combat. Unfortunately, it doesn't really synergize very well with this one, since all our weapons would be disabled. I guess we would just be going nuts with our shields. Cleansing Flame. All weapons get -1 regen to all enemies and -1 spikes to all enemies. This is a great item. Or Tusk. All weapons gets applied. On use, this item gets anchored for 2 combats. All weapons get +5 times. I don't actually know what anchored means. I've never grabbed this one. We're gonna grab this one, and I think we're actually gonna wrap this up here. I think this was a decent showing of the game. At least you got an idea, and you'll have something to explore for yourselves. The next part of the dungeon is the last that's in the demo. However, if you do manage to beat the boss, you get the choice of continuing in endless mode, which is basically that's the same dungeons you'll be doing over and over, but the difficulty is quite ramped up. It's yeah, if you get there, you'll see. In any case, I highly encourage you to check out the game. There'll be a link in the description. It's on itch.io if you have even a remote interest in this, because it's a great little game, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they can bring to the table in the full release. But yeah, for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one. Until then, take care.